Hi everyone, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we are doing field work, and it is sunny and hot. Even in the shade it's hot, but out in the sun it just feels like it's 10 or 15 degrees hotter. So this morning it was around 73, and around 2 this afternoon it was 83. I'm telling you, our clothes are sticking to us. It is terrible, but it is time to get the late season crops in. So husband is out on the tractor, and I said, hey, you really need to switch your umbrella. So he's got this old John Deere tractor that's been sitting over here, right over there. And our umbrella bracket was mounted on that tractor, and it's been sitting over there parked waiting for a clutch job. So he's using the other John Deere tractor. We've probably got about 5 of these 730s around here. He loves them. So he's thinking he would kind of like to have, for next year, a tractor lined up with each implement so he doesn't have to come back and switch implements all the time. We're frugal, and that's nice, but it's not totally necessary. We've got the space for it, and running the old tractors it's nice. It's nice for him until you're out in the sun. So I reminded him we have the bracket and we have the umbrella, but we only have one bracket, and this is why. The umbrella itself is by Snowco. We picked this up. They're available at Tractor Supply for $99. I actually picked this one up used on Craigslist. Somebody had it on an orange tractor, and they wanted to get one that matched it, so they sold it off cheap. It's been some years now, so I don't even remember. Maybe $40 or $50. The trouble with his bracket is he has a float ride seat, and the 730s are common with the float ride seats. Not so much on the 70s or the 60s. And I'll show you one of the standard seats. The reason for the float ride seat, it's more comfort for longer farming use, and the batteries that sit underneath the seat. So the traditional style bracket and the new style bracket would not fit it. You see here, it mounts right up here at the top of the seat. It comes down. This is where your bracket for your tension, for your pole. And you can adjust it to whatever height you want. And then it goes off into a little Y-split here on the skinny part of the bottom of the seat. And that's the trick. Now, if you put these on, or like for us, if we're going to be interchanging it, make sure that you use thread compound so they don't get all rusty. And that'll really help you a lot in changing them later on in the future. So, why an umbrella? Well, with the old tractors, if you're going to mount any kind of aftermarket canopy, that means drilling holes, and he does not want to damage or devalue the tractor by putting any kind of holes in it. And I saw a lot of these canopies that kind of spread out over the top, and I thought that would be really neat for him, but then there was the mounting problems. A lot of them don't set real high, and you might be able to use like your fender mounts here, and this is why we don't run fenders on the tractors. It comes in so far that it takes up your step to be able to do that, and makes it much more narrow. Now this side, obviously we don't get on and off, so you can see how little space you actually have for getting up there. It allows you to be able to do rear dismounting from the tractor instead of just the front. And like this tractor, somebody at some point had built a platform for getting up and down. This is homemade also, but this is about the actual size of the tractor step, so running fenders is difficult. Without having to drill any new mounting holes, this is the way to go. So there's a guy, if you're in Michigan, he's in Eaton Rapids, and he sells John Deere stuff on Craigslist all the time, and I think he just kind of does it as a retirement. When we first got into farming, we went and saw him, and he's got these collections of tractors, and he seems to just kind of collect them and sell them. So we picked up the umbrella bracket from him. I think I probably gave him about $75 for it. So in the process of trying to find an umbrella bracket, I had ordered another bracket, and it's this style. And these are available everywhere. Very universal, not for a float ride seat. There's no way to accommodate it. about the umbrella?